Hey y'all, and welcome to Bascos Family Farm. We've been out of commission for a minute as we've just had a baby, and here's what we've been up to.
So these two Great Pyrenees just walked up our driveway, set off the driveway alarm, and I ended up feeding them and guiding them into the chicken run area. The chickens are safe. They're inside the hoop house. Ended up feeding these. They look like they're both gals. Super friendly. We asked some neighbors what could have happened, or if they've seen anything online about someone missing two Great Pyrenees, and they thought they saw a post in the Farmville area about it. So I fed these gals, gave them some water, and they seemed pretty content. I just hope to keep them contained so we can get them to the right owner. Looked like they hadn't had much water or food in a while because they wolfed down the cat food that I gave them. So hopefully they stay put. You know, it's a bit windy here, but in this spot, but compared to all the briars and stickers that are in their coat, I think it's going to be a bit better for them. Plus we can feed them until animal controller, the owner, is found. They're starting to lay down and clean themselves. I think that's a good sign that they're finding some rest here on the farm. I think the goats are a little anxious about their new neighbors.
Hey y'all, I have a baby here. I have maybe an hour where I could be outside with the baby, so I'm gonna try to plant some seeds. We'll see how this does. I have not worn him on me like this and bent really low very much, so hopefully it goes well. And I want to show you our garlic that we planted just before he was born. Alright, here is the garlic. It has started to pop up. Interestingly, you'll see like this side over here isn't really sprouting very much, or it's much slower to sprout, and then this side popped up much faster. It germinated faster. The second one that came up faster, that was garlic I had just bought from Costco and threw in the ground, and then the stuff over here on the other side that is just starting to come up is stuff that I kept from our harvest. So I'm curious to see what the final result is when we pull it up in a number of months.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to give you an update about the Great Pyrenees dogs that came in our yard. They were picked up later that day. We were able to get in contact with the owners, and so happy that they made their way home.
Well, hopefully the birds don't get all of these. It's all just radishes. I thought I had carrots and beets, but my seed packets were empty, so those were planted last year and I didn't replace them. So if I want to plant those, I need to go get some more seeds. But for now, I got radishes in the bed, and they should come up in just over a month or so. So yay, I did something, even with a baby. So here are the goats. They got very fat over the winter, but they did good in the temperatures we had. When it was very cold, Daniel locked them up in their mobile home. Hey y'all. Okay, the baby is down to sleep. He could get up at any minute. Like, he'll sleep for 20 minutes or he'll sleep for 2 to 4 hours. So I'm hoping it's a longer stretch. The kitchen is a mess. Daniel's out, so I wanted to surprise him and get the kitchen all cleaned up. Anyways, here's my little bundle of joy asleep. And so I'm gonna try to get this tackled. Let's go. So I made soup the other day, and Daniel was like, why is there plastic in the soup? And I couldn't figure it out. This is like what we found in the soup, and I just figured it out. It's the warning label on this coming off. Let's see if I can scrub it off. Alright, I'm not sure why that was coming off, but I will not have that problem anymore. Yeah. I'm wondering, did it fall in the soup before I cooked it? Or did it fall in when the lid was taken off. Because we don't want to eat plastic that's been cooking in a pressure cooker. That's not healthy at all. The reason why there's so many pots and pans out is not because I've used them all for baking and cooking right now. It is because while we had all of our snow, the mice moved into the house and the cats were aware that the mice were here, but they were having trouble catching up. So we put some traps down, we caught 2 mice, and we haven't seen any more issues. But the mice were able to get in under my oven in the broiler. And so, yeah, we were pretty certain from like the cats hunting that they got in there. So I'm washing all this stuff so we don't have like mouse droppings and residue on it. All right, so the baby is awake. He stayed down for about an hour, which is pretty good. And I'm gonna take a break and go feed him. Hey y'all. So, we are redoing the fencing and it's begun. So I'm gonna show you one side of our pastures. We had the fencing pulled up and now the posts are starting to go in. Here is the old fence and we had 3-strand wire on it and we are pushing this fence. It goes just next to this tree here. We're pushing it back to this post over here to give us some room to have like an orchard here. And that will make it line up with this gate over here. So over to the trees, that's where the old fencing was and that's where we have put it. We forestry mulched the perimeter and now we're putting in the new fencing. And in the back, we extended the fencing. There's 35 acres of pine over there. And in time that will turn into pasture. And then over here, oh yes, and the chickens are doing well. We have 100 chicks coming at the beginning of April. So the chicks will stay in the shed. Daniel has been working on it to be able to house them, and then all of the mature birds stay in the hoop house overnight. And then when the chicks are large enough, we'll integrate them into this flock. The goats are doing well. We moved Shorty in with the goats. I'll show you them. Alright, so here are the goats. We got Buttercup up on the table and Glen Coco in the background, and then right there is Shorty, and he has taken to guarding his girls. Instead of looking after chicken ladies, he now looks after some goat ladies. And he stays in this structure with them overnight. It was pretty cold for Shorty during the winter. And we've had some bad storms. We had a freeze, and if you look at this tree, all of this hanging down, the tree just like snapped and broke from all the weight of the ice on it. And that was pretty cold for Shorty. He got frostbite on his comb and wattle, but he's fine. It's just unfortunate that happened. So here's the field where we have the cows now. Again, this is got the 3-strand where it's hot on top, hot on the bottom, not hot in the middle. And we're gonna pull this fencing up. It goes along the road there and to those trees, but we're gonna be pushing the fencing behind the trees where we forestry mulched along the perimeter of the property line. And we will be keeping those trees. We're not planning to extend pasture. We just want to extend the fence line. And the Highlands are doing good. Their calves are happy. This herd's gonna be moved to another farm. So in about a week or so, we're just gonna have our 2 Highlands and their babies, which I feel really bad for because our Highlands completely love having a herd because they're herd animals. And when we got them, they were in a group of, including themselves, it was just 4. It was 3 gals and the bull. And so yeah, we have a lot going on the farm, including us having our own baby. He is doing good. Theodore is his name. He is just over 3 months now. We're doing good here. Theodore is exclusively breastfeeding. First time mom, so it's been a minute kind of figuring out all of that. And as soon as you think you got it down, everything changes. I'm sure every mother out there is laughing hearing that because they know, they agree. But he is a happy little guy. He just started rolling from his belly to his back. He's been able to roll from his back to his belly, but now he's rolling from his belly to his back. He loves to talk. We have conversations all the time for 30 minutes on end. And yeah, he's doing good. He's small compared to other babies, but healthy. And yep, that's what's going on.